Jay, trust what I'm saying, man. Because you're
All our operators are on call right now. Please try later.
I can't have you in here with a police escort. killed a man. I won't tell. Honest. You need a receipt for taxes?
All Morse Mutual operators are on call right now. Please try again later.
Babe, stay off the WH this weekend, okay?
Okay, here we go. Let's find out what's in that vault. First, we need someone with the right login credentials for their security system. I've tracked the rough location of a member of Duggan's security team using his phone signal. Head over there and find him. There he is! I've uploaded a SecuroServe app for you to hack his phone and get those login details. Thing works well, but you'll need to stick close to get the data. Shit, he's on to you. Try and complete the hack if you can, otherwise you might need to put him down. Well, that went a bit wrong. Lose the heat and make your way over to the casino.
All our operators are on call right now. Please try later.
signal we can piggyback on. And try not to look too conspicuous while you do it.
Come experience the excitement of the ancient art of rich people trying to be faster than each other. It's premier horse racing at the Inside Track.
Jimmy Boy, what's up, man? Yeah, you up early, huh? 4:25. Let me know if I need to turn the mic up louder. I can see you type. Did the Bengals win? Nah, the Rams won. The Rams won at the last minute. And with like a minute left. I watched a little bit of it, but I kind of haven't really been following football. I mean, I like it, but I just lost interest. I stopped watching a bit after half. Yeah, sent me too, man. I stopped like before halftime. It's not. It's a different game, man. Just pass. All they do is pass. Bro. It's like no run game, no hitting. It's just pass, 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 man.
That's it. You've got it. I'm in the system now.
That's all they do is pass. I don't even know why they might as well just get rid of the offensive lineman and play 7-on-7.
You only have a limited amount of... Find what's in
I
that
guess
box.
football is a good sport to stay in shape, but as far as like, I don't know. I can't. I lost interest in football, man. A bunch about. I don't know, man. It's a different game now. I was surprised the former Detroit QB went to the Super Bowl.
What's
Yeah,
that look like?
yeah. So they can't say it was Stafford.
It's too much
He
currency,
said
so we
Stafford
still
took
need
a
to
lot
get
of
order
heat
and
in
throw a
Detroit.
buyer. Shouldn't be hard, though. Head back to the arcade when you're ready.
Wasn't he the quarterback when they went 0-16? I think he took a lot of heat in Detroit. But Detroit had a bunch of QBs. Detroit went through a bunch of QBs, man. Boy. Oh, it ain't early there, huh? Where you at 4 or 5? It's 7, huh? Where you at? It's 7 here. It's 4. Everybody here still asleep. The people that ain't going to work. Yeah, Stafford, remember. Matthew Stafford. We all like a local man. We all like a local man does good story. I think. Oh, yeah. Stafford ain't from Detroit, is he? Yeah, how do I send this thing back? How do I send it back? Let's see if it goes out for us. It ain't gonna get that. We all like a local man does good story. It was NBC and the YouTube advertising. It might be on YouTube. Yeah, I watched the game and I watched a little bit of it. Like you said, I fell asleep too, man. You see how early I got up? I didn't. I caught a little bit of it, but I got a little better stuff. I got a little more important stuff to worry about. Yeah, I don't know where Stafford is
We
from.
can go this way again.
I,
but it's still a
I
bit
wouldn't
too
doubt it. I
soon.
think maybe like
Security's
Georgia,
gonna be tight
Georgia
and the
or
role could be
Texas. Or
tricky.
I think he's from the South.
Pay may also be better.
That would be
It's
my
your
first
call.
guess.
I'd say go for it if you have a solid heist crew behind you.
But
Impressive it is. Sometimes
either way,
simple
like you
is
say,
the
you know,
best.
got the Super Bowl win.
Moda's the GOAT. Uh, yeah, cool. Green was never the best. Probably a good
Yeah, I
thing
was
he's no
asking you
longer a
what you doing
wheelman.
up this early,
Still,
but I forgot
we should
it's
be able to source us
7
some
o'clock.
getaway vehicles.
Yeah, I fell asleep about quarter to 11. Yeah, I would. The
Paris,
yeah,
one of
you
the
know they
best.
dragged it out. I
She'll give
mean,
you the time you'll need inside the
I don't know,
vault.
man. Football ain't what it used to be, man.
All
It
right,
used to be
I'll
a
get
big
that
hit,
sorted.
hitting
Don't say another word. They're on
man
to
on a man, hat on the hat. It's not that
it's done.
anymore. It's just,
All right, I'll get
it's
that
just.
sorted.
I don't know. It's hard to even describe football anymore. And
Okay,
then
okay.
all the other
It
stuff
is
with the
time to even out the
protesting
odds
and
a little.
you know, it's
Gunner
just
wants his guards armed to their big buck teeth.
I'm
They can run
around it,
off
but
their
it's not
supply.
the same. Man.
He's got a
I
bunch of
guess it's
weapons
good
and
to stay in
equipment
shape,
units coming into the
but
city.
until
Get
they,
out there and destroy as many as you can.
it's like they don't even want to bring back hitting. You know, hitting was the most important part of football, man. To me, it was. They took away the hitting. Even like the Pro Bowl, I watched a little bit of the Pro Bowl, man. And that thing was just, it was like flag football. It was like watching flag football. So yeah, I mean, if these kids want to play, then I'll be around football and help out. But as far as the interest, I got other, you know.
Boom! Nice! The more of these shipments you can find and destroy, the less they can use to find and destroy you. You get that? You see what I, Alright, vamos!
Choppers gonna break down. If you look, there was a lot of crap to the big health corporations and the wolfitis crowd would like us to. Yeah, I know, man. Bro, they got the wolf people in high positions. That's why they're able to get away with some of that stuff. But it's just nuts, man. The stuff that they, yeah, the wolfitis. You ain't lying, man. You can't even watch it. That's crazy how they're trying to like get into the, you know, man. I'm about to switch lots. Drop. Well, chop it. They will. Knife weaving, Kaepernick from China. Yeah, that, it's impossible to watch that stuff, man. Yes, it's impossible to watch, bro. It's just nuts, man. Like you want men to watch, you know, won't stand for the anthem. You know, wow, man. Like if you look, there was a lot of crap. The big corporations and the writers crowd would like us to forget. Yeah, I don't even see how women can watch some of the commercials. The drag queens and all that stuff. They have one show I was watching the basketball. I think on TNT, and TNT they got like a drag queen show, man. It's just nuts, bro. And I'm not even sure how women can get like let their kids watch this stuff. Procter and Gamble, man, they're just letting laugh. Probably $10 anyway. Disposable, yeah. Well, you know the Gillette sold men out, man. the anthem was good. That's a hard song to sing. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if football could capture America again. I don't think it could capture America like it. I don't think it'll ever get the control that it had on America. Because football was America's #1 sport, but now it's like just really no interest. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it. They know the numbers are down, but not only is the numbers down, but the participation is down. I guess maybe sport like places.
Nice work. That could have been the one they got you with.
They're probably nothing. Just I tuned in just a little before the anthem all the time. Yeah, that's probably the best time the anthem. Someone actually singing, but I think they actually. I'm not sure if they like rehearse it or whatever, but they can kind of. They got the technology now to where they can do their own thing with the audio. So
Are you sweating? I'm sweating
even
over
if
here.
she messes up, they have it already.
Doing good so far. You're gonna feel the impact on their
They got the
security in there.
technology now to where they can enhance anything. But I don't know. I guess they. I don't know. Yeah, auto tune exactly. If they have a way to where they can, it's gonna be perfect. They have a way to where it's gonna be perfect either way. So even if she were to mess up, it would still be perfect.
Package
You're still
destroyed.
gonna get a perfect version of it, whether she messes up alive or not. You know, they probably got like 100 people in that what you call that, in the camera room, whatever. And he missed it.
Too bad for them.
I watched a little bit of it, but as far as caring for it, not sure I really care about football. It's good sport for kids to play though, stay in shape. But the way they're doing it is just they might as well just make it flag football, man. Just make it flag football, bro. 7-on-7 passing league because there's really, they run the ball every now and then. Some people can give it since it's done with computers. You look at the product of the computer, you can spot it. Oh, yeah, you can spot it. It's gonna be perfect. Whether you, whether she sings it perfect, they probably have like a version. They probably have like a version already recorded, which I wouldn't doubt. Because it's just too much. They have to present the perfect product. You know what I'm saying? The product has to be perfect.
Oh yeah,
They
baby.
have to present a
Really
perfect
weakening their
product, like
position.
a sellable product. The product is perfect. The game is perfect. The excitement, the cheers, the location. It has to be sellable. That way they can get the big the big money to spend. Yeah, the woke guided something. The whole game is woke. I don't even see how I don't even see how some of these women can let their kids watch these shows. I guess they're woke too. Woke, woke, too woke. They're too woke. Yeah. Oh, look at that thing. 427 back end. Well, thank you. I don't know why I can't call this mechanic. I can't even call to get my replacement.
All our operators are on call right now. Please try later.
Oh, that's why. Weird luck. I think we missed the payment. Yeah, the auto tune, yeah. But you know they gotta keep the Super Bowl as a Southern
Not bad
product.
out there. They're weakened, but
Because
not
without them
severely.
commercial
Hopefully
spots,
that's enough to tip the balance in our
that's how
favor
they
on the
make all
job.
their money with the commercial spots. Advertising. Them advertisers spending that big money for them spots, they ain't making no money. But watch what they say though. Even if they're losing money or the ratings ain't there, they're still gonna say the ratings were the best since 2000 something. Watch. Even if they ain't, they're gonna say that anyway. Oh, this was the most watched Super Bowl, most watched halftime show. Watch. Even if it wasn't, that's what they're gonna be saying. This was the most watched halftime show. This was the most watched pregame show. So much stuff has turned fake. Yeah, I know there's a lot of fake, bro. They let people get away with it. Yeah, watch when they show the. It should be out today. It should be out today, bro. The numbers or whatever. That's probably all they're gonna be talking about today. This was the most watched Super Bowl. Or this was the most watched. Sure, easy to buy views with the load of smartphones. Easy to buy views with the load of smartphones and Wi-Fi. Yeah, you're right.
So, we need
But
key
watch when they
cards to get
start.
into
Watch
the
the
vault
news.
access tunnel.
That's all they're gonna be
Duggan's
talking about.
contract to the same company
This
as
was the
Bolingbroke
most
Penn.
watched.
That's
This
where
was
we're
the
gonna get
most
some
watched
cards.
pregame.
To
This
be
was the
held by
most
a guard.
watched. Even if it wasn't, they're gonna be saying that
First thing you need is a prison bus and some
just to make it
outfits
look
so
like
we
it's
can
a
con
good
our way
vibe
into
for
the
next year.
place. Location's with you now. Go for it.
That's crazy though. I don't understand why they let the NFL be run by someone who's never played. the NFL should be the head of the NFL should be someone who's actually played the game. And it's crazy because I think both of them, not only is Goodell never played, the dude that represents the players never played either. So, but see, the NBA is different. NBA is actually, well, I mean, Silk never played, but it's ran by people. The players just have a lot of influence. I think the same with baseball. I think the players have a lot of influence as far as like what's being done. But in the NFL, man, they just, I don't know, basically just free. If I can't watch it for free, I ain't watching it. You won't catch me more than me and him.
Right. You know what to do. Hijack that bus and you can use it to drive right through the front
Shit,
gates of
the Disney
Bolingbroke.
Plus advertising with the ghost was bizarre. If you saw that, oh, I didn't. Uh, the Disney. What were they doing? I didn't watch it, bro. What were they doing? What was the goats? What was it? I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. I don't even think I saw any. The only commercial I saw. The only commercial that I saw was.
Good job. This bus and those prison guard uniforms should be all you need to waltz
I
right into
forgot what
Bolingbroke
commercial
and
I
get what
saw.
we
I
need.
really. I can't even remember the commercial. Oh, I saw that commercial with Arnold. That's it. That's the only commercial I remember seeing. Is the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm hearing weird crap about the Red Olympics in China. Also, what you mean? As far as like woke, you hearing stuff is like woke, or what you mean? Every Disney character was represented with a goat in a costume. Oh, I think Disney just did a remodel on their. I think Disney just did a remodel on their what you call that? The place in LA, Disney World or whatever. I think they just remodeled it, trying to get people to visit. I guess I don't know, but the way it's looking, they're starting to look more and more like Babylon here, man. Babylon. So every Disney character was represented with the goat in a costume. With the goat in a costume. Oh, Disney. No. We're so far away from the days of man, the old cartoon. Like the athletes' quarters are falling apart and they're about starving the non-Chinese athletes. Like the athlete. Oh, okay. Starving the non-American athletes. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Giving them crappy TV dinners for rations. I wouldn't doubt it, man. It's getting to that point, man, to where
Easy does it. Just keep calm and
I don't
act
know. I
natural.
don't.
Let them open the gates for
You
you
know,
to drive
I
right
keep
in.
my eye. I don't get too political, but as far as like keeping my eye on that stuff, I have my eye on all that stuff. What's going on in Ukraine? I got my eye on that too, man. athlete team. Yeah, that sounds about right. I wouldn't doubt if it's rigged,
Should find him there.
but the Chinese aren't really good athletes, so they would. That's about the only way they could win anyway is to rig it. Not saying that in like a bad way, but they're just not athletic. It would take years for them to catch up to some of these places. They would have to start. China would have to import athletes. They would have to bring athletes from like Africa, man. You know what I'm saying? They're just not saying that in a bad way, but they're just not athletically
Take him
skilled.
down and grab what you
They're
can.
like more mentally. You know what I'm
Need to
saying?
start listening to
Oh
Uncle
yeah, man.
Lester.
Before this
This
money
way's gonna
stuff,
be a
dude.
whole lot harder.
They're just
Right,
not
you got
athletic,
him.
bro.
Now get the hell out of
They're
there.
more like they could win chess tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Table tennis and stuff like that. I mean, they got good size, but in order for them to really dominate, in order for China to dominate, they'd have to bring athletes in from Africa. You know what I'm saying? For some of those sports, you know, as far as like, but I don't know. Who knows, man? I guess if you just don't feed the other team, you can win. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna feed our athletes and don't feed nobody else. But even then, I'm not sure they have an advantage because some of those sports, oh, you Chinese that live in the USA playing for China. Hold on, let me see that. Yeah, they have to import athletes. China. I mean, they have they have athletes though. Yeah. They have athletes, but as far as competing, at least in some all the Chinese that live in the U.S. of A. playing for China. That's nonsense. Yeah. And Rockstars turned up the cheese, man. Like, man, they turned up the cheese. What did I have to do? Just go to the mechanic, but at least in some women's sports, yeah. They have to. China would have to import athletes. If they want to dominate if they want to win the Olympics, they'd have to import athletes. That's what them other countries do. Like even the European countries, they import athletes. And in a lot of them sports, like they'd have to import athletes, even for like swimming and stuff. Rockstar, oh, they turned up the cheese, man. The some of these missions, man, they just made them so hard, bro. Rockstar is just who makes this game. Who made this game is Rockstar, the maker of Grand Theft Auto. They make 2K, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption. They make a lot of games, good games. But they like turned up the difficulty for the worst. Yeah, exactly. They'd have to import from like Poland. You know what I'm saying? Poland. What other country? You know, the countries where the big weightlifting shit. Uh, I can't think of Ireland, Poland. You know what I'm saying? Norway. You know, they'd have to import people from there, bro. Yeah, that's what I want to say. They'd have to start importing that. Like you said, just how America is just mixed races. You know what I'm saying? You got whites, blacks, Asians. You know what I'm saying? Arabs, Indians. You know, it's just a mix. That's what they would have to do. They'd have to um, be lax.
You might remember I
Because I'm not,
directed
you
your
know,
attention to some keypads when you were looking
I'm
around
not
the
sure they
casino.
could just line up.
If we want to hack them, which we do,
their people and just win like all this, because the Olympics is just a bunch of sports. So I'm not sure they could just line up. I'm not saying that in a bad way, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure they can just line up with nationality and just win like a ton of different competitions. Yeah, the North Korea, big North Korea, exactly. That's what they'd have to start. They'd have to start bringing some people in. I remember watching the big German dudes just tearing it up, and Rico Roman wrestling back in 2001 from Germany, one from the US. Yeah, exactly. They'd have to bring in, big Germany, Sweden, Ireland, places like that. They'd have to bring in some of them because I think the strongest, the most, the strong man, whatever. The dudes from like Ireland. I forgot what hell, even in the NBA imports. Look at all them. Dirk is from Germany. Joker is from Slovenia. Luka is from, I think, Slovenia. And them boys was huge and quick like a lineman in football. Yeah, exactly. They play football over there, don't they? They have places they play like the rugby or whatever. They don't play American football. They play rugby. They play it over there. It's their own way. Rugby.
What's going on? Hey, ¿qué pasa?
Yeah, but that's what they would have to get the athletes. They have to import athletes if they plan or just like you say, don't feed them. Don't feed the other team. I guess that'll work too. If they're not gonna import athletes, just don't feed the other team. Starve them or have their own judges. Starve the other team and have their own judges.
Don't linger around anyone too long. As nice as you look, you don't have that FIB agent stick up your ass.
Rugby is a very advanced. Yeah, exactly. And you gotta be athletic to play. Because a lot of them dudes, they could actually play in the NFL if they wanted to, but it's getting to a point where is it even worth it?
How about that response time, huh? Lose the heat before thinking about heading back here.
See, that's what I mean. Like turning up the cheese, can't even get out the foot without getting hit. Yeah, like lineman in football, you're right. They'll figure it out. China will figure out a way. China will figure out a way. They're smart enough. They'll figure out a way to rig the Olympics. They want to win so bad, but they're gonna have to win with imported athletes because they have, I don't know, they have big guys over there. Yao Ming was almost damn near 8 feet, 7'6", 7 something. He was bigger than Shaq. He stands over. Yao Ming is like almost that fool towers over Shaq. Shaq couldn't even guard Yao Ming. So they have height and all that. It's just a part of getting the coordination. They have to start playing them young. What happened to their arena football? Just died for lack of profit, pretty much. The arena league, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's still around, man. I think the CFL is still around. I think it is. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I don't really keep up with the real football. They had it here, but I just never really kept up with it. probably dunk flat footed. Yeah, yeah. Shaq couldn't even go to Yao Ming. They have the size, but they got to start playing younger. Because even Yao Ming, man, he was like kind of,
You want some weapons that won't
it's like
look
a
that
rushed
good? I
product.
got you some
You know,
weapons
so
that
they
won't
kind
look
of
that
rushed him,
good. Noose found them on a
trained
ransom.
him just
Doomsday
like
preppers.
intense
I'm
training
sending you
just to get
live
him caught up
locations
to
for all the noose
everybody.
fans in the
But you
field.
could tell
When
it
you
was
find them, identify the one with the
they
weapons
timed
in
it
it
out
and
there,
bring the
man,
guns
since he
back
was
here.
so tall. Yeah, exactly. But you could tell they kind of rushed him just to get. You could tell it was more of a like he was good, but he could have been a lot better if he'd have been playing his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know what I'm saying? How they did it to where he all of a sudden just started playing. We're just gonna train him 24/7 to get him into the NBA because we can't. You know, it's just more of like an opportunity. It was more of like an opportunity though for the NBA than like someone actually making the NBA from playing since they were like since their youth.
Bring it in. And I should
Because
never
if
say
Yao
bring.
Ming would have
Don't
been
bring the
playing
cops
since his
with you.
youth,
The heat really isn't
he
gonna
he
help.
he would have been like a totally different player. But yeah, they have physically gifted players or people. They have to start like training them. You know, maybe it was a gimmick. Yeah, yeah. That's. I mean, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a gimmick to get certain view. You know, to get that demographic to watch. Not nothing wrong with it. You know, because he's a hell of a player. I think he's in. I think Yao Ming is in the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. I think he went in the Hall of Fame a while ago. Like the opposite of Larry Bird, if that makes sense. Yeah, somebody who's been playing all their life and then come from like a poor town too, you know. Because that's what you get now. You get a lot of these dudes. They come from the slums, you know. 'Cause even these Americans don't see how bad. Like even us, we don't even see how bad some of them dudes over there in them countries. Even Americans don't have it bad as some of these other countries. Just like baseball and the Cubans. You know what I'm saying? That's like the trade over there as far as like how they get there. Same thing, man. Stuff we take for granted, they don't have, man. They like just determined. They determined, bro, to get to the major league. They determined to get to the NBA.
Your gunman will stash the unmarked weapons at the casino
Because
for you. They'll
baseball
likely
and
drop it in the
basketball
laundry
is
room or
global,
waste
man.
disposal that you might
I'm not sure.
remember this
Football, I don't think
heist.
it's really global.
Otherwise,
I
you'll be
mean, they
down to
got
just a
rugby and
pistol.
all that, but it's not really a global sport. You know, other than America, there's really nobody else who even cares about football. And I'm not even sure Americans care about football like that anymore. I really, kneeling for that anthem, man, kind of took the. They started kneeling for the anthem, man. It really kind of took a
When
lot
you
of
hit the
air out of the
casino,
game,
you want
man.
to get out of there quick, right? Good. Because your getaway vehicles are competing in a drag race at the airstrip right now. Get over there,
Because
interrupt
even
the
in the
race,
NBA, they
and
don't
land
even
your
let
new
them
set
kneel
of
for the anthem.
wheels.
They told them that you kneel for the anthem, you're done. They actually had like the players. We have some minor league stadiums in Michigan. Are they playing? Or yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have the stadiums there, but don't they play? Don't you guys have I mean, you got with the Tigers. They used to be my favorite team too when I was coming up for baseball. They used to be my favorite team, the Tigers. Milwaukee Brewers, Tigers. Matter of fact, didn't Detroit win a title? Didn't Detroit win a title a couple of years ago with Fielder Jr.? I can't hit a fastball for shit. Oh, I can't, bro. I was actually pretty good at baseball. I am a baseball guy, man. I still go to the batting cages every now and then. I haven't went in a while. The next level now, you know, talk about the minor. They got so many leagues, man. With baseball, they got the majors, the minors, Triple A, Double A.
You can wait for them to finish the race and drive back to the starting area, but that could take some time. Alternatively, just chase them
Yeah, I
down
thought
and
they
hope
won
they
the
don't
title.
veer off.
I gotta look. I gotta look. I thought they won the title, bro. I could be mistaken, but I thought. I thought they did. I don't know.
Quick, ain't she? I can't wait to see her parked in my lair. Our lair. Anyway, bring her in.
Thought they recently won it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Or they made it to the World Series. Maybe. Lansing. That's a very good team. Lansing Lugner's very good team across from Irish Pub. I ended up for my 50th birthday. Cheap pizza and Coca-Cola and 8 ball. And my dad. But, oh, that's good. That's how you supposed to live, man. You're supposed to take and enjoy yourself. Live life, man. You only live once. Live it. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't know. So much happening. Can't follow it all. Yeah, I know. They got too many. Baseball has too many leagues, man. Rocks. Yeah, that's what I meant by the cheese. Rockstar turning up the cheese. These missions are just possible. They make these missions. They want people just playing this game just 24 hours. No life. Just play a game all day long. I saw that some places though that they were laxing the mandates. So hopefully we hear something about that, man. Because I think they've gotten rid of the masks. So I guess we'll see what's up with these other mandates. Because people about getting tired of the nonsense. So yeah, Clary's video on "You Have the Right to Enjoy Yourself" video. I definitely agree. And close, yeah, man, you really gotta live, bro. If you ain't gonna take care of yourself, nobody is, bro. People don't care, but they'll gladly let you spend money on them. Just like today is Valentine's Day. These women will gladly let you spend money on them. If they don't want to spend no money, they won't spend a dime on you. Like I say, man, we need to start taking ourselves out for breakfast. Valentine's Day, take yourself out for breakfast. Go get a massage, you know what I'm saying? Go to the back cages, stuff like that. Take yourself out. No, they get enough wine and they die all year. Yeah, look how far I'm almost done by March 31st. Yeah, that's what's crazy. So what was the whole purpose? What so it's just nuts, man. It's like you kind of question. Okay, what about the people? Okay, if we're all done, what about these people who've had 5 and 6 boosters? You know what I'm saying? Like versus the people who didn't. It's like kind of look at it from a perspective of think actually think. Now we got three buy yourself a nice steak or roast or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Take care of yourself. And we're spending money. These women get dinners all year long, dinner dates, and ain't even thinking about it. It's so bad now that what he's doing, they don't even have to put out. Back in the day, take a woman. Back in the day, take a woman out, you get laid. Now, take a woman out, you're not even guaranteed. Wow, shit. They'll die of the milk drink by Moderna. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like, man. Because it's crazy. Because you think that's like it just what they're saying just doesn't make sense. I'll put this card choose him so far they I can't even catch it. Stop going so fast. Yeah, and the high ups both with Moderna and sold the stock. Yeah, probably in his bunker somewhere. All them dudes got bunkers, man. Or if they don't have them, they build them because they know what's coming. So, but yeah, that's crazy, huh? But if you think about, okay, so say all this does go away, you know what I'm saying? Or everything would go back to normal. You got all these people who drink. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You got all these people who are up to date. Don't want to get sued. Yeah, exactly. But you got all these people that are up to date. If you want, you know what I'm saying? They're up to date on everything. So, what was the purpose on getting up to date? You see what I'm saying? You have to start like not saying I know. It's not. I'm not. You know, I'm just talking. But you have to like be able to question stuff. Yeah, they don't want to get sued. Yeah, they won't. I wouldn't doubt it, and I'm not mad at them. They sold all this stuff. Yeah. Look how far this car gets, and it can just turn around wherever. Okay, Rockstar. They make some of these missions impossible, and I wouldn't doubt if I'm at my time. It's just crazy though. Yeah, it's like, well, what was the purpose of? It's like, okay, well, all this stuff is blown away because they actually, I think, like Denmark. I saw on the news that Denmark was done or going to be done with it. So soon that should be following or picking up some steam other places. You know what I'm saying? So one would think it would pick up some steam here. You would think. But that's the you know what's crazy though is I think China does have league. I know they got basketball over there. China has a basketball league. They got the CBA. I think they even have they got baseball over there too. So I'm not sure why they're not doing any better because they have I know Taiwan. I'm not sure if that's I don't know what maybe that's Japan. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Taiwan is, but I know they've been up there in the Little League World Series for decades, bro. Not just years, decades. So they should be able to compete in those two sports. They just don't have no. Sweden never
All right,
lost that.
today we
Sweden
are
is
going to
fine. They have other
sightseeing. I
lefty
hear
problems,
Securo
but as
Serve
far as
warehouses are lovely this time of year,
cars for
particularly
Sweden,
if you're
yeah,
after
exactly.
explosives for a
I've
big
not even
casino
watched.
job. They get through as many warehouses as you can to grab all the charges we need.
If
And
you check
experts
out,
make
yeah,
agents.
that's what I saw yesterday. Cause it's to the point now where I gotta read my own news, man, and make my own judgments. I don't like getting filtered news, man, because some of these stations they filter the news as far as like what they want you seeing and hearing. Hard to give a shit about a game if you're working 16 hours a day. Yeah. You mean over there in China? 16 hours a day. Yeah. Yeah. 16 hours a day, easy. Is that where they is that
I gotta reload! Screw you! I'm changing bags! Get in cover! Piece of shit! Get some of this! I need reload! I need reload!
you there?
Watch that! Piece of shit!
I was watching somebody's video yesterday. I think it was saying that they got suicide nets over there to where you can't even off yourself. You try to jump, the net's gonna catch you. They're gonna put you right back to work. Yeah, you can't even off yourself. They're gonna put you right back to work. Get back to work. The net catch you. They're gonna walk you right back in there and get back to work. I wonder what's their plan though, man. I try to read some of the news, but it's so hard to read. Like, translate and all that. And then even with the translation, it's not that good. Well, think of it this way. If you got a 10-hour shift, you would work at least 10.5 hours or 11 hours. Yeah, exactly. And then you gotta get there too. So, unless you live one block, which most people don't, you gotta get there too, and then you gotta wake up, get ready, and all that. Yeah, they got them sweatshop jobs, but I don't know. Not sure how much longer they plan on. I don't know. I would like to know their plan, man. Not sure what their plan. I'm not even sure we have a plan here. Then the commute time, all that stuff, you have to get home 60 hours a day. It's easy. Yeah, I know it is. I'm telling you, I used to drive the rig, bro. The rig's it's a way of life. It's not just a job. People think it's just a job, that's your life, man. The people in the rigs, that's their life, dog. The truckers, that's their life, man. That's not you have nothing out. You have nothing going outside of that rig. Maybe some stuff back home or whatever. But if you are anything other than local, man, that's your life, buddy. Like regional, that's your life. Over the road, that's your life. Local, yeah, you're home with this and this and that and this, but you got so much paperwork to do. It's nah, dude, take almost an hour just to do paperwork on that rig, man. Pre-trip, then you get back to the yard, all type of stuff, man. Yeah, I kid you not, the paperwork, just doing the paperwork alone is 30 to 40 minutes. It's like being in the military, being a professional home. Yeah, that's what you are, bro. That's what you are, man. That's exactly what you are. Just like the rigs. Them are like, them truckers are basically homeless in a truck. They have no life outside of that truck. I know, man. I used to be out there, bro. I don't have a problem, the bills paid, food on the table, money in your bank, and all that good stuff. But you're married to that truck, man. Married to the rig. I ain't mad at them dudes for not taking no mess, man. They got to be out there all day. They see what's going on. And then it exposes you. That's the good thing about being in them rigs. It exposes you to so much stuff to where you can actually see these slums. You can see the 1% hiding. You can see you see a lot. Man. Those are like the most people, the people that are on top of things. Them and these real estate guys. They see what's coming. The real estate guys see what's coming, and these truckers see what's coming. You need sustainability. them actually see what's going on in the trucks, what they're delivering, the freight that they're delivering. That damn, like I kid you not, man. Even when I was driving, I would start at this time. I had already been rolling, but I'd have to get there at like four. I'd have to be there at 4, so I would leave at like 3:30, and I wouldn't leave the yard. What time would I get there? At 3:30, 4:30. It'd take 30 minutes just to do the paperwork, and then another 30 minutes to do the paperwork. So you have an hour of paperwork. Yeah, an hour of paperwork, and that's not even including uh, talking, sitting in the office, just rambling about stuff. So that's like another 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes of talking, catching up on what's the latest, what's going on. And then you got like, I don't know, we would have like weird policies to where that's like the worst thing, man. When you get people who never did the work calling the shots. You know, the best company seems successful. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it took a while, man. It, like the pre-trip, we got the pre-trip. Pre-trip, the time cards, all that good stuff. That's like the worst places to work with. Like, even like the NFL, that's why it's getting like, because they'll never play football. You know, I hate having bosses like that, who never play. It's the best bosses are the ones that like actually have been in the trenches before. Like they get promoted, they work themselves up through the ranks. That way they know what's going on. You get some of them bosses, don't fall down. Get some of these bosses they never played it. They've never did anything. Pin pin pushers just get a promotion. They just get a promotion just cause, man. They just promote them just because the position title sounds good. Just they overlook the right person. Some of these places like they overlook the right person for the job, and they just put you know just a likable person in that position, or somebody they want to have that position. It just makes the job so tough. It's like, man, military being a professional. Oh yeah, professional homes, homes in a rig. Yeah, it took 30 minutes just to leave the yard, bro. Time for pre-trip safety check. Yeah, I kid you not. Took us about, yeah, yeah. Time. What do we have? We got time cards, pre-trip safety check. Yeah. I've never had. There's not a rig job out there. You just get in and drive, bro. Get in and just take off. No, you gotta check all that stuff. You gotta check the brake line, the airlines, leaking. Make sure ain't nothing leaking. Well, I do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's very kind of want to get to know them rig. I like to get to know my rig, man. What to look for, what keep an eye on. All it take is one error, man. One bad brake line, You gotta keep on. So, one brake line go bad while you're on the road, bro. Sitting in the damn wheel. Yeah, I hated the beat. Yeah, them rigs ain't nothing to play with, bro. You have to check. You have to trip all that stuff, man. You gotta check the brake line. You gotta check a lot of stuff, bro. It's not worth it, man, because one brake line go bad while you're on the road. Cause one of them brake lines go bad, bro, and you didn't check it. Man, nobody to blame, man. I'd rather take 30 minutes. I'd rather take 30 minutes every day to pre-trip that truck, man, than have because some of these places, like you're not the only person driving them trucks. Sometimes someone else will drive it. So you know, you gotta really get to know your trucks, man. Get to know, you know, you could have a leaking line and not even know it. A slow leak, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of want to, at least this is me. I don't know everybody else. As far as me, I kind of like to. I'm gonna go over it, like double check it. It's better to double check it than to think you're gonna get out there and make some stuff happen in a rush. You don't want to be in a rush out there, bro. That's not a job you need to rush. Yeah. Mhm. That was a good thing though. The shift I worked, I didn't have to be there for the meetings. Like, man, that was the one good thing. Me and my buddy like that. We would always miss the meetings. The brakes on the tractors are hydraulic, not an air brake. Hydraulic, hydraulic. Nah, we had air brakes. Not sure if that's what you mean, but no, we had the airlines, and it was wise to, and it's wise to give those things a good walk around, bro. if you got a buddy, it's even better to let him one in the cab and one, you know, good little walk around. And that's what's crazy too, because those rigs are really getting, they're loading them things down, man. Them rigs are loaded, bro. They are, they're making sure they get everything. When that gas starts going like how the gas is now, them rigs are probably like right at the limit. Them rigs are right at the limit. Trains and trains are usually air brakes, hydraulic, and are normally off. You know, it's been a while since I drove, but it's been a while since I drove. But the rigs I was driving, it was air. Not sure if it was hydraulic or not. But yeah, and the rig, them things are loaded, bro. When you see gas at $5, man, them things have so much weight on them, damn near tip over. Matter of fact, I think I saw a few rigs tip over. You know, had maybe something to do with the wind, but them things are just loaded, bro. There's like no space. You open the back of that thing, man, it's packed. Like, you open the back door, this stuff just starts falling out. That's how packed those things are, bro. Like when you disconnect the air brake, trailer or train car, the brakes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they lock up. They lock up, but I always check them because that's not something I wanted to ever find out. Like when you disconnect an air brake trailer, the brakes turn off. Yeah, but that's not something you want to find out on the road, man. At least not me. I'd rather go over it two, two times and have all that stuff and working too hard.
One pretty easy way into the back
Yeah,
areas of the casino of
unstable.
Level 1 is with a cleaning contractor's
I actually
pass.
saw. I kid you
Identify the
not.
contractor who's the easiest, safest mark. Sending you some details now.
They load them things just, and then like the people that's loading them too. It's not like, with all this hiring stuff going on, they're just putting anybody in these warehouses loading these trucks. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're getting a rig loaded by someone who's been at the warehouse for 20-something years. You're getting rigs that are loaded by temporary workers, pandemic replacements, that type of stuff. So yeah, it's different. It's different pulling up to a warehouse, getting a rig and getting a trailer, no brakes, it's scary. It happened to me driving my car. Yeah, I know exactly. Just imagine like a rig. It actually happened to me too. I think one of my lines ended up busting, man.
Cool, yeah, that's
And I
New
actually
York.
was
Get in there
out of town.
quietly and have a snoop around for her pass.
Yeah, scary. You gotta pump the brakes. I actually had that happen on the freeway, man, to where all the fluid went out. Yeah, but it was actually a good thing on the freeway though, because on the freeway I was able to just get in the slow lane, and then if
No need
anything
to drop
happened,
that
I could
off.
just
Hold on
pull
to it
over.
for now,
But
and we'll use it
yeah,
next time you come back to the planning room.
no brake failure, scary happened. You want to drive my car? Yeah, that is not nothing. Yeah. Yeah, especially when you need your brakes. And the Rigs need the brakes, man. Them brakes stop on that thing and you have a failure, man. A lot could go wrong. I had it happen. I had the brake failure in the truck. Luckily, I just were in the little pickup, no injuries, just proper. Yeah, yeah, exactly. What happened? Did it leak? You had a leak or like a hole in the line or something? Because I had that happen in my pickup, in the old pickup I had, but the line ended up, but like just bursting, bro. It bursted actually in the rear caliper. The caliper has like a line, and it just got so bad to where it got so bad in the rear caliper to where the caliper ended up like just bursting, bro. Well, rig should have
Okay,
but I'm
Group
not.
EA is another diamond
You
carry
know,
security
honestly,
passes to get that
I'm not
done.
even sure what they call
For
it, man. It's
us,
been so
from a
long since
multitude of
I
doors,
actually drove
I've
and
identified a
did all
soft
that
target
stuff. But
spending their day off in a
back when I
haze
was
of
driving,
booze
I
and
was on top of
drugs.
all that stuff.
Sending
I
your
could still
location
get in it
now.
and drive it and do it and get to wherever, but I'm not in a rush. Anytime I step in a foot in the rig, I'm taking all day. I take all day. I don't even care. This load will get there when it get there.
I bet you'll
Safety.
be ready to use that
That's the
the
main thing
second you
any
get out
trucker
the
should be
door.
worried about is safety. The, you know, ETA, yeah, that's all fine and dandy. Uh, Safety, no accidents, I'm that type of truck driver. Yeah, just property damage. Yeah. I think just the fluid was low and full of water. It's sucked in air. Air doesn't stop the hydraulic brakes. Oh yeah.
Okay, the Group EA is somewhere in this mess. Just blend in with the party
I
goers while I
actually
try
had
to
the caliper
identify them.
burst. The caliper,
Oh,
what is it?
and
The
by
rear
blending in, I
drum,
mean,
I think.
I don't know, get a drink,
It's
dance,
like
or
the
something.
thing that
Just
opened and
avoid
closed
lingering too
on the
close to
rear
people you don't
caliper
know. Stranger danger.
burst.
You
Things
good?
going okay?
Uh,
How are
Things
ya?
going okay?
Hey, how are things?
and
What's
when
good
that
with you,
burst,
sweetie?
pedal went almost to the floor. Nothing that be exact. I was able to pump mine though. Like mine went to the floor, but I was able to pump it. But even then, that's not cool, man. You know, anything can happen. Yeah, I know that's a scary feeling too, man. That's a scary feeling when you put that brake pedal to the floor and nothing. I mean, when you pump them, yeah, you can pump them and you get a little bit of life.
Here we go.
But
Found their
once
life
that
elevator
fluid gets
profile
low,
pic.
I was
Use it to find them.
slow too. Got lucky. Yeah.